Hello. Now, you didn't really think I'd forget about Battlefield, did you? Battlefield 5 beta might be over. It was over a couple of weeks ago, but sadly for me, I only managed to play about a day and a bit, about a day and a half, because I went on holiday on the 6th when it actually got released, and I didn't really get to play that much. But I played enough for me to see where the next Battlefield is going to be heading, what the problems are in the game, what they fixed since the alpha. I did play a lot of it in the alpha, and I could see some different subtle differences here and there, but not really that much has been done when it comes to it. I mean, they stuck in another map in there. We get to play Rotterdam. To me, I don't know, maybe that was just me alone, but it felt like I was playing Scene Crossing. It kind of had the same sort of layout, just a couple of buildings around. I'm kind of missing the great maps. I'm missing the great map design. That's kind of what's been lacking in Battlefield in the past couple of releases. And since I've been playing sort of 1942, God knows, what was that, 2002 or whatever it was, you know, I've been really wanting to see a huge AAA game back in the World War II setting. Get the tanks, the vehicles, the classes. I mean, sure, we get past the old bullshit what DICE are doing, but it's cool to see another Battlefield game back in World War II, what it should have been, or what it actually started. Well, that technically started in World War I, since it was Codename Eagle back in '99, but hey, let's just say it started in 2002 with 1942. So definitely something I was looking forward to playing, and I'm obviously looking forward to play the game. It's something that I've been playing for way too many years. And it's something that I always will be playing, because Battlefield to me has always been my go-to game. I mean, I have like 800 videos of Battlefield games, and I have probably more than 20,000 hours combined in Battlefield games. So you can't say I don't like Battlefield games. But what do I really think about the beta? What do I really think that's changed a lot since the alpha? Well, like I said, a few things have changed here and there. They've done a couple of things, but mostly the general impression that I got from the Battlefield alpha and the beta is that it needs something, like it needs a soul. Now, I know that might sound a little bit odd, and like I said, there was tons of glitches, tons of bugs, but that can be sometimes a good thing, because the more bugs you have, the better the game is going to be. That's kind of the way it went with Battlefield for the past couple of years. I mean, look at Battlefield 3. I mean, that was horrid when it came out. Absolutely horrible. You couldn't play it. It was crashing all over the place, but it turned out to be one of the best games in the series. Then you had the same thing. I mean, Battlefield 4, it took, what, a year, 2 years to get actually fixed to a point where it's actually good, and the ticket rates and all that sort of stuff that needed fixing. But it's still remembered, and I still enjoy it. I think it's one of the best Battlefields out there. Now, sure, you can go back and say, well, Bad Company 2 didn't really have that many bugs. Well, it did a little bit in the beginning, but still, if it's anything to go by, let's just hope that a buggy sort of launch of the game, or a buggy alpha and a buggy beta of the game, could turn out to be a really good game when it gets released. Although I don't really think they'll fix a lot of the things that need fixing in the game. I mean, you've had all sorts of issues with being revived and having no sort of screen or anything to do. I mean, you have to sort of stay in there between matches, and you couldn't leave. If you wanted to sort of unlock sort of attachments and things like that for your gun or rewards or whatever, you had to sort of go back into the menu. There's like a lot of things that sort of need addressing, needs fixing here and there, so we can have sort of a better experience. I gotta say, the gunfight, the gunplay was pretty fun. I definitely enjoyed that. But the one thing that always stuck with me from the Battlefield alpha or the beta is I need ammo. It was always the case that I need ammo. I mean, you spawn in with literally no ammo, you spawn in with an extra mag, and then your first priority is not your enemy once you've shot once. Okay, I've took somebody down, I can go and take out that flag, or I can defend, or I can attack somebody. Nope, I need to go get ammo. It was always that kind of feeling that I had, that I need to go get ammo and I need to go get meds, because otherwise I just simply won't have enough, and I'm going to run into a squad of 2, 3, 4 of them, and there's just simply nothing I can do. Another thing that kind of really didn't make sense is that once you pick up some ammo, then you won't be able to pick up some more ammo for, I don't know, let's say 30 seconds or whatever it took for you to take ammo. Many times I'm next to the ammo station or whatever it's called, and I pick up some ammo. I got 2 clips in there. I'm trying to shoot at somebody. I've shot once, I've shot again, I've reloaded. I'm back to having half a mag or a mag, and then that's it, I'm done. I gotta just sit there waiting for some ammo. I really don't know what this attrition thing it's supposed to do, what's it supposed to bring to the table, but you'd always finding yourself mid firefight where, oh shit, I'm out of ammo, I got no ammo, I gotta run away, I can't stop and I can't do anything because I just need to get more supplies. I'm still trying to figure out what they're actually thinking with this. I know you tried it in the alpha, maybe in the beta actually give me an extra mag, give me 2 extra mags, see how it goes, see how people like it, and then you can have some decent feedback for your beta, and then when you come back, okay, well, we've tested this out, we've done time to kill, we've done this, we've done that, we've realized that this is not actually going to work, so here you go, you got an extra 2-3 mags or whatever you're going to have so you can have a better experience. Another thing that I'm hoping to see fixed as soon as possible before even the game gets launched is the tank ammunition. Now in the tanks you have a set amount of ammunition. Once you've shot that, then you need to go to one of these stations again, resupply, and then go back into the fight. Well, I see a couple of problems with that. One, if my station gets destroyed, then I kind of have nowhere to resupply. I need to go into the enemy territory in order for me to resupply with ammo. It's the same thing for the tanks. So once you sort of start playing the game, the first thing in your first priority, what it should be, is you should go inside enemy territory, whatever is closest to their flags. In this particular case, what they have C and E and maybe F. So just go on the other side of the map, put a stick of C4 or get your Panzerfaust out or whatever kind of explosive device you have on you, blow up that thing, and then that's it. The tank can no longer resupply with ammo. He'll have to come into your part of the map and try and resupply. So basically you're cutting off the tanks from the actual fight. I don't understand how that works unless they're going to make that to not actually explode so I can actually resupply. Then maybe I can see that working, but otherwise I really don't see that working. I don't really see tanking being as effective as it should be. Not to mention that it goes the same with repairing. Obviously, once you've taken a couple of hits, you need to go to one of these stations and repair your tank. Otherwise, you're going to be, well, just sitting in the tank waiting for somebody to hit you once or twice, and then that's it. You're going to be done. You're going to be disabled. You can still repair the tank once, but then you can't really do anything once you've taken a couple of more hits. So that hopefully is going to get addressed early on. Another thing that really bugged me is the air combat. The air combat was just all over the place. I do enjoy a bit of dogfighting, but if you have a real good setup with a joystick or even a keyboard and mouse, I think once you can fly around, there's not really much you can do to the ground troops. You know, air to ground was kind of non-existent. I mean, there was a little bit there. You could do a couple of strafing runs. There was just so much cluttered on the screen and just so much the camos and everything blended in so well with the environment that you couldn't really see what was going on down on the ground, so you couldn't really be an effective pilot to try and help out your team because the planes didn't really have the right loadouts. Maybe that's something that they'll do change before it gets launched. I mean, I know they kind of covered that with Battlefield 1. You had a couple of different loadouts for your planes, so you can have a couple of planes that are really effective versus troops. And then you have a couple of them that are really effective versus dogfighting. You know, dogfighting, it's a big part of the game. If you have a good pilot in the sky and you've got a couple of dudes on the ground, you know, working together as a team and as a squad can really be effective. But you need to have the immersion there. You need to have something that tells you, yep, I'm doing my business in the sky. That's why you're not getting shot at. The reason you're not getting shot at is because I have a good pilot in the sky and he's keeping me safe. But this time, I really don't think I've died once to a plane. Once in, let's say, 20, 30 hours of playing the game. Because they're just not effective versus the ground troops. And I hopefully will like to see something done about that. And another big thing is, please don't make me fly through that circle again to try and get some ammo. Just let me fly around for an extra 20, 30, 40 seconds. I resupply automatically, but don't make me fly through a circle like I'm playing Star Wars Battlefront. I'm playing Battlefield in World War II. There's no circles that I need to fly through. Please, DICE. That being said, I don't think a month is going to be just long enough for them to fix a lot of the things. I know they've delayed the game a little bit so they can work on it more and get a couple of more fixes in the game. Hopefully it will be a flawless launch. I mean, obviously we want to have something that's nice and smooth. So when you do boot up the game, you can just play it and have some fun and enjoy it and not have to worry about things like bugs and glitches and stuff that you don't want in the game. But hopefully it will be enough time, although I kind of doubt it. As long as they get some of the core issues done in the game, I think this will be a really good game for us to play and have some fun. The one thing that I hope to see, and we didn't really get to see a lot of, is because we got to play 2 maps. But I really hope to see some really good design. I mean, these two maps that we got were really the best maps that we played. Obviously, not every single map is going to be a good map to play in a game, but you will have a couple that hopefully will stand out over the years. And when you're thinking of a game, you'd always got that one picture in your mind. Think of first time you've got into Battlefield 3 and you jumped off on Rush from Damavan Peak. Think how cool it was when you saw that ship crash on land the first time you saw it on Parasail Storm in Battlefield 4. You know, those little moments, those little, even though Levolution was kind of a joke, it still made the game better. It still sort of made the game a little bit different, how he played. Some events sort of changed the whole map. Some events didn't really do that much. They were more of a sort of gimmick in there. Didn't really do anything to sort of change the layout and how the game is played. But those kind of little moments you will remember from a Battlefield game. And this is what I hope to see in Battlefield 5. It needs to have a soul. It needs to have a sort of thing that it can call its own. As long as it can do that, we'll keep on playing and we'll keep having fun with it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Let me know what your general thoughts about Battlefield 5 are so far. What's missing? What do you enjoy? What do you hope to see at launch? Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.